So the story so far, well, I should say what we did last time was we were in Paris. We went to an excavation site, got some information, and that allowed us to go back to Spain. The last stream, we putted around Spain for a little while, returning the cup back to the Countess there, um, but also realizing that there was a little bit more to that area in Spain. So we ended up finding eventually a well that had been kind of covered up. We went into the well and discovered the children, the missing children that were, I don't know, allegedly killed by the bad guys back in the day, I guess. And yeah, on that note, basically, we brought back a bunch of interesting information. And now we need to head out to Scotland for our, for our next bit of our game here. So we're going to get in and get that done. Yeah, we did that. Cool. All right, let's do it, folks. It's all up to date. Let's click and enjoy. Bannockburn.
It must be done.
Oh, I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland. We've come a long way together to get here.
Scotland.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth it.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. What a delivery is right. Scotland. Last time I was in Scotland, it was quite nice. Maybe not George's take on the whole thing. The German name's completely different. Yeah, it's got a bunch of different names, and this I'm sure will come up if there's some new folks still kicking around here. But you may have noticed that the stream title has moved over to Circle of Blood, but that's apparently the North American release name for this game, which I didn't know until I was streaming it. So it's kind of interesting. But it's got some interesting things going on here. I did use the tissue a couple times over. Actually, the tissue has turned out to be a fairly useful a use of item, where we've used it a number of times, but the last thing that we used the tissue for was to light a candle, and that was a bit of a tricky puzzle actually in the last stream. Speaking of which, before we forget, if you missed one of the streams and you want to see part of the playthrough, there we go. You can check out the whole playlist over there. But for now, let's ask about our nose.
I've still got the clown's nose.
So I see. You should throw it away, George.
I've still got the clown.
So I see.
I didn't know if there's a funny second answer. I think we've used it a couple times. I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
There's something I've been meaning to say to you, Nico.
Is this the right time and place, George?
There might not be another time. I don't want to waste this chance.
You don't need to say anything. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here, with you. Now.
Okay.
You're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep?
Sleep? At a time like this?
Excited, huh?
Would you like something to help you sleep, dearie? I've got some tablets in my bag.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Thanks all the same, ma'am.
Okay, I didn't expect that voice. I'm going to be 100% honest. That accent seems very strange. I know that it's supposed to be a Scottish accent. This game does that, where it kind of just toes the line.
I've still got the clown.
So I...
Okay, I guess that's all we got here. Stay in Mario look old. Yes. The Marib one. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's twice over, so I guess that's more than once. Found used ones, yeah. This is Doubtfire. There you go. Yeah, a little Robin Williams action going on here. Okay, so it looks like we can leave. Artanico, I assume nothing has changed. Nope. Cool. We've got our cabin Padre here. I think that is all we have to work with.
Pardon me.
We'll ask.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Sterling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
Apparently, this person is in a whole different room than us, from the sound of it.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, it... You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Yep. That's a nose with a history, all right.
So you said.
Yep.
So...
Okay. What is this?
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
His delivery is so, like, so interesting.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of these, though.
Ah, interesting. Unless it's already broken, yeah.
Do you know Sterling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds abound?
Yeah, we...
It's one of the places we thought we'd see on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
No.
I suppose espresso bars and boogie-woogie are more your cup of tea.
That's right. There's nothing George enjoys more than a good boogie.
Boogie woogie. Indeed. As long as there's not a goat in this castle, I think we'll be okay, but no promises, I suppose. Hey, Dolly, good to see you.
Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Sterling?
Yes, there is, and I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
With a capital R. Did I show you my nose?
Yep.
Okay. Anything new? No. Okie dokie. I mean, can't put it on, so. Are we leaving?
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak.
Oh, what do we got here? Tickets.
L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
Tickets. I always think of, was it King's Quest 6? Is that the one?
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
What is this?
Here.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
I don't want to
Really
worry
selling
you,
it.
but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
George. Yeah, Louverly. It's Scottish and Jamaican. Yeah, it's a mix, isn't it? L-E-A... Oh, yeah, here's my ticket. All right. I guess we need to go take a leak.
Pardon me?
Unless there's something new over here, huh? Maybe?
Yes, dear.
Nope. Did we talk to her about the leak? No.
Can't you sit still, George?
Leak.
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Going to Sterling, huh? Well, it's a dump. Can't wait for more rave reviews. Okay, what is going on here? Suddenly, we're playing Locomotive. So we've got a door to interact with here. This is obviously our space here. These are slides, I guess? What about this guy? Can we just go in here? We can. This is more like my experience in an English train, that's for sure.
Hi. Having a party?
No, this is breakfast. Come on, join us, man. Away, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
Would you like a red nose?
No thanks, pal. I got one of my own.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Aye, I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs, too, by the looks of you. See you later.
Good talk.
I didn't want to wake him. To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him.
Okay. Anything else in here? Well, shouts out to Newcastle, I guess, huh?
Didn't open that window, pal.
Why not?
It's freezing out there.
Oh, is the window separate? Okay, we came in like this. Okay, interesting. We'll have to remember, I guess, that there is a window. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but... Okay, just some trash. It's a crazy train. Perhaps it will go off the rails at some point. This is Cowpocalypse, yeah. We keep going back. This music's very dramatic. Considering we're just using the bathroom, presumably.
The door was locked. It was the door to a sleeping compartment.
Okay. I imagine all these are probably locked.
The door was locked. It was the door to a sleeping compartment.
Oh?
Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car.
Oh, this won't end well.
Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund. Marquet's murderer.
Okay. So I guess we'll make a quick save here now that we know that we're absolutely in danger.
Guido looked like a weasel in a cheap suit. He also looked like the kind of man who wouldn't lose much sleep over murder.
Animation back here is really good. I guess what we want to do is not be here. I guess we'll come back to this. I feel like if we go any further, we'll probably perish in some way or another. Is this one empty? No, this was ours, and no one's here. Well, that's not good.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Oh, George. Look at you. Okay, well, maybe we can talk to our buddy, our Newcastle friends here.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paul, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, wait, man, an old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted. I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans, like. So action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict at anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Okay.
See you later.
So I guess this is our... our spot. Or we can open the
Give
window
it to
now.
it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
Oh,
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
okay. I didn't know we're gonna climb on top of the train. I figured that's something maybe we
Hold
could...
on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
This guy's trashed. I love it. They don't even do anything. He just flies off and gives you the death screen. Okay. We saved recently, right? Yeah. Well, that's one way to die.
I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy.
Okay, we can't even go any further that way. That's fine. I'm gonna continue to go to the right this time, just in case. In fact, I'm gonna save over this one here, just so that we don't have to do that too many times. Now that we know that we can go outside, obviously.
The door was locked.
We need to do that. Okay. So door is locked. That kind of suggests maybe that we need to go that way.
I should have known suddenly.
Yeah. We're good on that.
Hey, buddy. Did you know she's
Oh,
yeah.
Just gonna skip
maybe
through
they-
this
I
because
don't-
we just
you
did
never
this.
No, I've
what's stopping the You wanna...
that's a
No.
listen. Was there's
Relax. We are...
I
We're...
No. See you later.
Gotta ask about the, ask about the nose. Okay, let's do it.
Given to it, Pod. I'm going. Yuck. Just. Hold on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Right. So don't click on the electric thing. So part of me thinks we need to go this way, right? Because this door is locked. We do a jump here? Good jump. Okay, we have a ladder. Okay. Can't go back any further. I guess we should scope it out. So we've got a door and a ladder on this side. Let's head up to the other side here just to see. Hopefully we don't also die on the way through. This is a hilarious little death, though. Just walk right by. Don't touch it. Okay. So we can't walk by without without touching it. And now we know. That is so good. It is a really funny one.
Given. I'm going. Yuck. Just. Hold on now, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
This is peak walking here. Speed. What is going on here? Oh! Whoa, did she just get murked?
Let's talk this over like reasonable people, Eklund. I can explain everything.
Okay. Okay. Boy. Okay. Okay. Tough love it is. I thought, we could be diplomatic about this whole thing.
Given. I'm going. Yuck. Just. Hold.
It's too bad the old lady gets hit there. It's obviously takes one of them out. I'm just to save myself the trouble here, because I'm aware, I'm sure that I could die again. Locomotive 2. So we kind of just dive in here. Like, I'm clicking on the ladder, but like just boom. Okay. I clicked on the axe and it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. Life is a game of trains and ladders. Certainly. Okay,
Nico looked good, even in robes.
okay.
Let's talk this over
Oh,
like reasonable people, Eklund. I
didn't mean to click on him. I thought I could yell out the window or something there. I'm gonna definitely play the remaster, like director's cuts, director's cut, because I'm curious, if anything. I think that there probably is some things you could clean up. Maybe not everything, you know, but we could get it.
Can't you do anything to help me?
Who is he talking to there? Well, you had to go and die, didn't you? Like, what a ridiculous option that is. That's hilarious. All right, well, we're gonna watch this sequence a couple thousand times here. We're gonna get it. We've tried just about everything in here. What is
I
this?
always wanted to stop a train, and now
Oh,
was
it's a
my
break.
chance.
Okay.
You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together. And Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
What an interesting twist. Okay.
How did you escape from the Bull's Head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the Bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. Also, I have a sister who keeps a garage just around the corner.
Maybe not.
I'm not gonna give him the nose
I'll
back.
guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at the guy dying, but that was just... They really got the mic right in there for that particular delivery. And then everybody else was from miles away. Alright, well, I guess we should talk to Nico.
Nico looked good, even in robes.
We're not gonna address this. We're not gonna help anybody. That's fine. Okay.
I couldn't think of a single way the extinguisher would be of use in the absence of a fire. The guy was a professional killer. The last thing he deserved was sympathy. I had to admit it, though. I was sorry he'd ended up this way.
Okay. Max?
Don't even think about it, George.
What? Who?
Look me straight in the eye and tell me you weren't thinking of using that axe on Eklund.
Don't be foolish, woman. I was gonna use it on you.
Can we do that then?
Don't even...
What?
Look...
Don't be... I was gonna use it.
She was like tied up, right? I feel like that's probably a pretty good way to deal with that. Okay, I guess we'll check out over
Underneath
here.
that heap of tumbled crates was Eklund. I wasn't about to help him out.
Well,
Underneath that heap of tumbled...
we don't need to help him. We just... I'm asking you to investigate, sir.
The rear exit was barred and padlocked.
Can we
The rear exit...
unpadlock it? We leave?
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
Untell me this instant, George Stobart.
I will, when I'm ready.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do, and kissing you was at the top of my list.
George,
Uh-huh.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Don't even...
What? Who?
Look...
Oh, come.
Of course not. I just don't...
Okay, it was actually a different different one. Okay, well, great work, everybody. We did it. Let's go.
What are you doing?
I'm out of here.
Not that door. Do you want to end up like Flap?
Not especially. What remains of him is well on his way back to London. I hope he was traveling on a return ticket.
I guess we're going this way? The whole thing is stopped, right? All right, several minutes later. Yeah, gifted amateur. Yeah, that's what he says there. Yeah, R.I.P. Khan, aka an old lady, aka a clown, aka a fairy, aka
I'd
a
feel
doctor.
happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Okay. Well, let's continue our save best here. What's C4? Hilarious line from George. What do we got?
A large arch led into the tower.
It's just there.
She was as beautiful as ever, but the shadows beneath her eyes marked the strain of the last few days.
Okay, so we can go back. Nothing in the foreground. Nothing in the background.
Nico?
Uh-huh.
Anything we can talk about here? Just the nose?
No.
Oh, okay. Apparently it's starting to read the room a little bit. That's too bad. Okay. A graveyard.
I figured Scotland had had enough trouble with Burke and Hare without me trying my hand at grave robbing. There were lots of graves, some as recent as late Victorian. It looked like the locals had carried on using this place as a cemetery long after the destruction of the church.
Okay. See anything else that we can interact with at the moment?
No way were we leaving until the mystery was solved. The gate, like a lot of the church grounds, was in pretty good condition. I guess the locals tried to stop it getting too overgrown.
George's chastising me for just kind of clicking on things
I figured Scotland had had enough trouble without
back then. Just the trip back home. Yeah, that would actually be a pretty entertaining little like side game. George is the perfect sassy American. He really is like a very interesting character. He's like likable enough, right? But like he really is just like that American guy. Like I don't disagree with that. All right, I guess we're gonna go in. I don't really know where else to go here. I think we've investigated as much as we can. Okay. What do we have going on here? Nothing. We've got okay, we've got like some sort of wheel crank thing. We've got pretty interesting looking statue. We've got the door and then Nico, of course. We can head back outside. I think those are the current options. We still have the nose. I'm just going to save over the last one I had here because this also looks like it's full of possible death. I guess we'll work from left to right. Let's check this out.
The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing.
Okay.
The wheel had a serrated edge which meshed with the turning cog. Marks on the spindle behind the wheel suggested it once had a rope attached to it.
Okay. Let's try to adjust my seat here. It's like a little weird. There we go. So what do we got on this?
The stone face of the demon grinned with a horribly lifelike expression. It was so realistic, I could imagine the sculptor carving it from a live model.
Okay. Yeah. Other figure, I guess, is not a selectable bit.
The wheel had a serrated edge, marks on the spindle behind the wheel.
What's had a rope attached to it? Okay, I just want to double check. Ooh, what do we got there? A little dirt? Oh, a little dirt. Ooh.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Okay. That's a thing.
The pipe could have been anything from 50 to several hundred years old. That...
It would be a look, a little like bubble pipe and a big clown nose. I think that we can make that work.
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age.
Oh, okay. Glad we clicked again.
It was an old coin.
An old coin.
It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
Jeez, this is a gold mine right here.
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top.
We got to, I guess we got to fill all our inventory in here. It's been a minute since we've had everything, but...
The cog was one of those objects I wished I hadn't carried in my pocket. It was an old coin. It was a black plastic pen top. The pipe could have been anything from...
Right, we heard that one. All right, what else we got down here?
I didn't find anything.
Oh, good. More inventory. Okay, so we've looked at this stuff. What do we have here
Above
over
the
the door?
carved cross was an indecipherable inscription. For all I knew, it could have been scribed in Gaelic.
Can we do anything with this? Phase through Nico.
I tried pushing the panel, but wasn't surprised when it failed to move.
Okay.
Nico?
Uh-huh.
What do you got for me here? Clown without the nose.
What are you doing?
Committing this inscription to memory.
Can you read it?
No.
What's the point of studying the inscription if you can't read it?
Because it could be important. A clue to whatever we're looking for, who knows? I might find someone in Stirling to translate it.
We don't have time to go looking for a linguist.
No? At least I am doing something positive.
Gotcha.
What language is that inscription written in?
You're the languages student, you tell me.
It looks like ancient Norse. Maybe.
Perhaps it's in code.
I don't think so.
Norse code.
Norse, that's pretty good.
No. Any suggestions what I could do with this cog?
Well,
Look,
That's
I
not-
found an old coin. You think it's worth anything?
George, focus on the situation at hand, please.
4 minutes, yeah, exactly.
Look what I found buried in the rubble.
It's a plastic pen top.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Finding something so mundane in a place like this.
Astounding. Let me know if you find any paper clips.
Nico, I found an old clay pipe.
George, I don't care.
All right. Tell me how you really feel. Okay. Okay. So we don't have a rope. That was something that was kind of hinted
It was
at
a
with this
heap of
thing.
stones and stuff which had tumbled down from the rafters.
Like, can we use the little one with the big one? No. Can we combine these things at all?
That is not a good idea.
Okay. Didn't realize it was a bad idea.
I tried pushing the panel, but
Yeah, okay.
above the car, for all I knew, it
Okay, so that doesn't help either. So make sure there's not like another random hotspot with like 10 items again. It doesn't look like it. What happens if I click on this left click?
examining the demon more closely, I realized something about its face. It was a clever illusion. No matter where I stood, the eyes weren't looking at me. There was a simple reason. The demon didn't have any eyes.
Okay.
I ran my fingers across the cold stone and probed the holes in the demon's eyes. Beneath them, the mouth formed another hole. But I wasn't about to put my finger in there.
Ew. Okay. I mean, can we use this stuff, this crap with the holes?
The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket.
Okay, okay. Go on. Can we Okay, so it's a cog. Can we make me turn the coin into a cog by using this other giant cog thing? No? That's a good idea, I thought. Alright, let's try this. Okay, that didn't help either. Our pen cap. Can I do something here?
I pushed the pen top into the mouth, and it disappeared somewhere inside the statue. It had probably gone straight to Biro Hell.
Okay, hopefully that's not bad.
The cog turned freely, but nothing happened.
Cog turned freely. Okay, I guess we should still keep...
With the clay pipe in his mouth, he looked happy, homely, like somebody's granddaddy.
What do you think you're doing, Josh?
I wondered if there was a secret mechanism in the demon's mouth.
Maybe you should show a little more respect.
For a mythical medieval demon? Give me a break.
Okay, go right ahead. Meddle with forces you don't understand. Incur the demon's wrath and burn in hell.
Jeez.
Just see if I care.
Goodness, whoa. Okay.
The cog turned freely, but nothing happened.
See what happens, I guess, if we walk outside. So we still have the coin and the nose. I mean, do we put the nose on it? Is that the missing thing here? Does it have a nose? I think it needs one.
Sometimes the most childish gestures can have a cathartic effect. The transformation of the demon to a clown did just that for me.
Perfect. Okay.
The cog turned freely, but nothing happened.
Terrific. Okay. This is good.
The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing. The handle turned easily, and the larger wheel began to revolve.
Oh, it's a handle.
Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Handle. Let's try the handle. Show me handle. Show me potato salad. What even just happened here? Okay. Crank not working.
Without the handle, the small cog and spindle were seemingly useless.
What is going on over here? Can we reattach
There was
this?
no way of reconnecting the handle to the cog except by welding it.
Okay, well that's seems like that's not a thing we're going to be able to do. Can we still reattach the...
With the clay pipe in his...
Okay.
What do you think?
I want
Maybe.
for a mythical...
Okay. Incur. Just see.
So angry. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm just gonna peek my head out here. I mean, there's probably nothing going on out here, but we'll just double check. Did a close up to see what's going on. Oh, that would be amazing. That would be a huge help if you could just see.
I figured Scotland had had enough trouble with Burke and Hare without me.
I couldn't figure out, like, I didn't even realize there was like a spot for the crank there. I like had no idea. That was news to me. All right. Draw a mustache on it. Hey, Devismo. Yeah, just this, you know, the welder kit that we always carry around. We got the nose. I mean, that's its closest thing to it, I think. So It's gonna click
Without the handle, the wheel had a serrated edge, marks on the spindle behind the wheel. The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing.
Okay,
Nico?
Uh-huh.
She's just gonna yell at me again.
Maybe not.
Okay, we've already asked about this,
I
right?
just...
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Can we use this on the door somehow? Is there like some sort of spot? No.
She was as beautiful.
Nothing new there.
Above the carved cross was an for all I knew.
Okay, yeah, the inscription, sure. Do we get nothing there? Won't even look at it. Oh, very good.
The cog turned freely, but nothing happened.
Archie. I hope like sticking the pen cap in there was not like a dead end or something that was created. That'd be kind of unlike this game to do. This game's been very forgiving with things like that. I'm sure it's okay. Oh, what just happened there?
Now that the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
Oh, all right. Here we go. So we got it. Right? Where is it?
The cog was mounted on a short, slim spindle.
All right, here we go. Okay, cool. Into the eye you go, my friend.
With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into place.
Okay. Should we try the crank now? Now we've got a whole little system going on
I pushed the
here.
handle into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. What? Just a little smile. Let's go. Okay, cool. We'll save that as Demon Days. This is the demon.
I tried turning the cogs, but couldn't move them. I needed a mechanical advantage.
Okay, so obviously that is important to hang on to.
With the clay pipe in his mouth, I tried.
All right, well, there goes the pipe. I can't get it out anymore.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that is an excellent question.
It was definitely gunpowder, but it had solidified over the centuries it had lain here undisturbed.
Okay, that's good. We need gunpowder, right?
The powder spilling from the barrels reminded me of pirate stories I'd loved when I was a kid. It was gunpowder.
It was gunpowder. What's behind here? The torch?
No, Georges!
What?
Leave the torch right where it is. In case you haven't noticed, the crypt is full of gunpowder.
So what? Don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust.
No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you?
Don't be silly, Georges. And keep your voice down. I thought I heard something. Like chanting.
They're really moving this relationship right along, aren't they? That's very funny.
She was as Nico?
Uh-huh.
I think we got.
Look!
George,
It looks like the Templars got here first.
we might not be too late. There's still a chance.
I wish I had your optimism.
So do I, George. Sometimes you're so negative.
Okay, well, just because of all the stuff that we just went through, we'll save this over here. Save. Okay. We won't take the gunpowder. We won't take
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
the torch.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for? Shh!
Oh boy. Here we go. Look at these animations. Let's go.
Will you look at that?
So loud.
Baphomet. Labino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar.
Oh boy.
Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Kind of knew that was coming, right? Because he was such a weird guy when we were asking questions about it.
Sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here
sword.
before God's sentinel, Baphomet. Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you. I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple.
Doo-doo.
7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies, and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
Oh. Zapping him.
George, 。 We have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies.
The tiny zap. I was thinking that
Both
too.
of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Ooh.
Oh, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund, kill him.
Oh. Punch noises are really good. Whoa, what? Hello. Oh, this one's mine.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Oh, everybody's dying.
Take them. Kill them. They will not escape.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, we got our buddy over here as well.
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
George, what are we going to do?
I mean, it's a great question, and I'm going to save on that thought really quick, just because, you know, that was a heck of a... that was an amazing cutscene. What do we call this guy? Weasel. Weasel guy. Who helped and then died. So that was the inspector from the beginning of the game. Like the guy who was sort of like, was like almost like the psychic, like inspector guy from the very, very beginning of the whole thing. All right. So what do we have here? We've got... Oh. Okay, we
Come
just
on,
did.
Nico.
I was just gonna
We're
look.
leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old.
How explosive do you think it can be?
This guy's performance is crazy.
Over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve.
Yeah, C4.
Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Mystique.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy cow. That's quite, it got loud there for a minute. All right, I think we did it, folks. Another
You know-
landmark ruined.
You'll never be able to write your story now.
I don't care. I've got what I want.
Huh?
Just tell me one thing, George. Is our life together always going to be this crazy?
All right, good game. Good game. Good game. Wow. That was a trip. What an excellent game. I had so much fun with it. What a treat. What a treat that was. Yeah, didn't want to murder the guy on the train. But this, yeah. Blowing everybody up to smithereens. That's fine. It's funny. Yeah, what a good game. It was cool. Like, I really enjoyed the writing in this. Like, the characters are very interesting. George is a very interesting character. Like, very accessible. Like, a little bit of a dingus. I don't know. This is very good. Like, what a good game. What a good game. Big recommend for me, I think. Just trying to find the wheel here, because I was curious. Because I think this was submitted twice to me. Maybe just once. So shouts out to Mitchell. Mitchell was the one that submitted this to the log, and that's why I ended up doing it, because I do plan on doing speedruns of this now that we've gotten through it. But I don't want to do any speedruns for games that I haven't beaten yet, because you get to have these kind of moments. This is so good. Those who endeavored to wield the sword were buried, along with the Templar's secret. Or the Templars, as he says. But fate had marked George and Nico. Soon, in an uncharted jungle on the other side of the world, they would be called to face an even greater threat. To be continued. Uncharted crossover. Mosquitoes, yeah. Oh. Boom. Big claps. The end. There it is. I don't know where the game is just gone now. Oh, there it is, okay. There we go. The end. I very much enjoyed that. That was very, very good. You can expect this one to be on next month's wheel for the speed run. I think this is going to be a doozy. If I recall, this is like over an hour, which doesn't surprise me, only because the movement is quite slow. But yeah, I'm excited. What a good game. I don't know. It's a unique story. There's some cool characters. Again, the hard part about this game was mostly like trying to figure out what the game wanted you to engage with. Like, what is the next step? And that was always the part I was really struggling with. But I have to say, I'm pretty proud. I think I got like one hint from the crowd, from you folks out there, and that was in the sewer. Probably the part that didn't need the hint the most. But yeah, what a treat! What a good game. I think that was a really fun playthrough. I've been asked a couple times if I plan on playing any future ones. I don't see why not. This one was very, very good. I know people have very differing opinions on the later games. I don't know how people feel about the second one, but perhaps we'll throw the second one on there. I don't know when we would get to it off the top of my head, because as you folks know, the backlog right now is at 111, and I don't even know if I've 100% updated that, so it's well over 100 games. But but I've played many of them, so we might bring it up there. Anyways, appreciate you all hanging out with me on this one. Good game. I'm gonna miss this. You know what? Let's I'm having that moment right now where it was just such a good arc, right? And I don't know, just it was. I know Grubby had mentioned earlier in the Discord, and there's the Discord, by the way, for folks who aren't in there. But Grubby was just like, man, this must be a really long game because you've been playing it for so long. I think this particular thing here would be the 14th or 15th like single session that we've played, and I have been taking my time and like enjoying the dialogue, and I struggle with some puzzles here and there, but I don't know. It's just like I'm like also didn't kind of want it to end. This is it's been such a good first playthrough. So good stuff, folks. Really good stuff. You were slightly annoyed with how the game ended. Oh, really? I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. I didn't mean to finish the game. I was literally, so I right-clicked on the torch, thinking like, oh, I should check out my surroundings first. But I mean, it was kind of obvious, I guess, that we needed to use the C4 since that had been set up. But it was kind of funny. It all happened. I liked it. No fam. Well, thanks for being here, Devisbo. Same with Ryan, everybody who've been hanging out along the way, Rosebuster, and many other folks hopping in and out. This has been a fun time. It's really fun to have these kind of first plays and get to share that kind of with everybody. There's plenty of games that I haven't played, so hopefully we'll get another good one soon. What a nice little game.